All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're tackling something we literally all wrestle with, building discipline. And honestly, the blueprint for mastering it is actually surprisingly simple.
So you want to know the real secret to discipline? Let me tell you right off the bat, it's not endless energy. It's definitely not some superhuman willpower. Actually, scratch that. It isn't even motivation. Because think about it, motivation just comes and goes, right? It totally depends on your mood or maybe even the weather. But true discipline, that's doing what absolutely needs to be done, even when you really don't feel like it. It's about acting despite your feelings, not because of them.
Here's a quick roadmap for our explainer. We're going to hit the motivation myth, start small, win big, plan the night before, flexing the discipline muscle, and finally wrap up with the golden rule.
Okay, moving right into section 1, the motivation myth, and exactly why trying to change everything at once totally fails.
You know, most people fail because they try to change their entire life in just one day. Seriously, overhauling your diet, your sleep schedule, and your workouts all in a 24-hour period, that puts way too much load on your system. You're just asking for burnout.
Which brings us to section 2, start small, win big. This is all about the massive power of tiny daily actions.
So instead of those massive overhauls we just talked about, you got to start with just one small habit, just one. Wake up at the exact same time every morning, or just make your bed. Maybe go for a really short walk. Doing this literally lowers the barrier so much that your brain can't even invent an excuse not to do it.
The formula here is honestly so simple. Small actions, repeated daily, equal powerful results. It's like a giant puzzle. Compounding these tiny little pieces over time is exactly what engineers those life-altering outcomes we're all looking for.
Next up, section 3, plan the night before, so you can set your day up for absolute success.
Now 3 is for sure your magic number here. Write down your top 3 tasks the night before and focus on completing only those 3 before doing anything else. Believe me, this completely removes that morning decision fatigue. It's a real game changer.
Moving on to section 4, flexing the discipline muscle, where we tackle removing distractions to build your mental strength.
Now you absolutely must physically remove distractions. Put your phone away while working, studying, or exercising. Seriously, out of sight, out of mind. Don't try to rely on sheer willpower here. You've got to intentionally alter your environment.
And why is that? Well, it all comes down to your discipline muscle. This is that mental strength you gain every single time you resist a distraction. Every little urge to check your phone that you manage to beat. That makes your focus just a little bit stronger. You're literally working out your brain.
All right, we've made it to section 5, the golden rule, how to stay on track when you inevitably slip up. If you take absolutely nothing else away from this explainer, remember this: ultimate, non-negotiable safety net for your habits. Never miss twice.
Look, if you skip a workout today, okay, that's just a single event. It happens to the best of us. But you must do it tomorrow. If you break a habit, you get back on track immediately. You do not let that single slip-up snowball into a negative routine.
Always remember, discipline is not built in a day. It's built one choice at a time. All those tiny, small habits we talked about earlier, they really just boil down to a series of consistent, individual choices you make every single day. So I want to leave you with this final thought. What small choice will you make today? Start small, stay absolutely consistent, and just watch your life change. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. And hey, go get to work on those choices.